Okay, good evening everybody and welcome to tonight's first Getting Started Zoom call. My name is Jen Cowee. I'm a Regional Vice President and very proud independent consultant, and I'm going to be your host and trainer for this evening. So my sponsor is Cowee, the RVP, Daniela Wells, and I've been running my RVP business now for nearly 5 years, so 4.5 years. I started my business the 27th of November 2014. I have absolutely no background in health and wellness or beauty. So if you don't have a background in health and wellness or beauty, don't worry, neither do I. My background is actually the legal field, so something completely different. However, the job that I was working, I did before children. So if you've got children, type in the chat box me and let us know how many children you've got. But I had my first daughter 9 years ago and fast realised that the lifestyle that I was living, I was paid 9 till 5, but essentially I was going in at 10 to 8, not leaving till 6:30, and then I took home work in the evenings and at weekends. It just wasn't going to fit to marry up with a small baby. So I decided that I'd put my career on hold. That was the original idea, that it was going to be on hold just until she was at school. However, in the meantime, I found RVP, or RVP found me. So I kind of put out there that I sort of said to my husband, I wish someone would pay me what I was earning before to look after my children, because if I'd gone back to work, that's what I'd have been paying in childcare costs. So I didn't see any benefit in going back to work. And then a couple of months later, along came RVP. So I absolutely love RVP. RVP, I always say, like, the first year of my RVP business, if someone had said, this is what's going to happen, I'd have laughed. I would never have believed them. So please stay open-minded, follow your sponsor, and trust that they've seen incredible things happen in this business, because incredible things happen in this business every single day. So I am going to share my screen with you. I hope this matches up all right. So just move this out of the way. Okay, Katie Grist, can you see my screen share? It should be, yeah. An orange screen? Yeah, perfect. We are cooking on gas then. Okay, I'll just make it a bit bigger so everyone can see. So again, a massive congratulations on taking that leap of faith into the somewhat unknown at this point and starting your very own online business. RVP is like an online franchise. That's how I always look at it. And it's a lot of fun, and we have lots of fun, and it's incredible, basically. So I'm just going to make it all a little bit smaller so I can see the slides. There we go. So the incredible Regional Vice President Caroline Stork has made this incredible slideshow for us, and I'm going to talk you through it today. So congratulations again on starting your RVP business. For me, it was the best thing that I ever did. So you've made an amazing decision which can change not only your life, but actually thousands of lives of other people, not just people you know now, people you know, or people that you're going to meet in the future, and also maybe people that you're not going to meet in the future, but you might tell someone, who tells someone, who tells someone, who tells someone, who tells someone, like 30 or 40, 50 people down the line, and actually it changes their life completely. So our incredible team of mentors, we have obviously, to me, Daniela Wells, but Danny or Fiona will be part of your success line mentors or your upline. So we have Danny, Fiona, and then we've got an incredible lady called Susan McCannon, who started her RVP business about 20 years ago. Now she's from a place called Florida, you might have heard of it, in America, and she had a dream to have a team in the UK. She'd never visited England, but that was her dream. And she ended up telling someone who told someone who told someone who told someone, and it got to Fiona, and then Fiona told someone, and it went to Danny, and then me. So it literally is spreading that network out, because you just don't know whose life you might change. So this industry, as an industry, RVP sits within the network marketing industry. This industry is absolutely booming right now. This is the time to get on board with this industry. It's absolutely incredible. And the world's most respected business people love network marketing. So we've got a picture of Richard Branson here. Warren Buffett actually owns a network marketing company. Sir Alan Sugar as well. So if you look at this slide, and I always love this this demonstration, Global sales for 2012. So you've got music industry, for example. The annual turnover of the music industry was $16.5 billion. The video gaming industry, $67 billion, which is incredible. Move down a little bit higher, or move up a little bit higher. Organic products, $91 billion. Network marketing as an industry, $167 billion. And that really, 2012 was before the boom. Like, now is the time. It's like that bit before the wave just absolutely goes crazy. So you're in the right industry at the right time with the right company. So Arbonne is an absolutely incredible company. You may already know that we're almost 4 decades old. It's our 40-year anniversary next year. And we have such strong ethics, and we're also a member of the Direct Selling Association, which is a government body designed to regulate this industry. We have got the best products out there, premium products loved by hundreds of thousands of people around the world that would buy the products whether they ran a business or not, which is what we've got the preferred client program for. Okay, so hundreds of thousands of independent consultants globally in the UK, in the US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and Poland. And last year we were acquired by an incredible company called Groupe Rocher, who are poised to help us with global expansion. They are in over 100 different countries, so they know how to roll out a global expansion, and that's what they're going to do with Arbonne. So Arbonne will be a household name within the next 5 years. Okay, I just need to, I think you guys can actually see this without my, just move this out of the way a bit. Okay, so you've got your ID number, you've got your consultant discount, you've got your enthusiasm. What's next? So next, we're going to get your business going so that you're successful. We want to help you change that ID number into an income, right? So a dream without a plan are just that, a dream. So we need to make a plan. We want to supersize your vision and get your why clear. So why are you doing this? It might be, like it was for me, I wanted to stay at home with my children and earn money as well. I didn't want to sort of leave them in childcare and then go out to work and then be working to pay for the childcare. It might be that you want to retire your husband. It might be that you have elderly parents that you need to look after, and so you can't go out to work. It might be that you want to travel the world. Whatever the reason is why you want to do this business, get it on paper, write it down, get crystal clear on the why that you are doing this business. And this business, and one of the things that I absolutely loved about this business, and one of the things that made me sign up to be a consultant was, it's an effort-based business, which means you get paid for your efforts. So I've worked in many jobs before where I've carried the boss, I've carried the manager, I've done extra work, and I've had not even a thank you, let alone a monetary compensation for that. That doesn't happen in Arbonne. We love upon our consultants. We really help to empower people, but also your paycheck will reflect your efforts. Okay, so we are creating, let me just double check that that did go to the right side. Yes, it did. Fabulous. Right, so we're creating the life of your dreams. What does that look like? If you could wave a magic wand right now, what would your life look like in your ideal world? So intention plus action plus consistency turns into your success. So that's intention plus action plus consistency turns into your success. We always say it's not a get rich quick scheme. However, you can get rich quick. So I always looked at my Arbonne business as a 3 to 5 year plan. However, people are coming into this business now and they're absolutely blasting it out of the water, and they're getting to the top level of promotion, level 4, which is national vice president, within a year. So anything is possible. It is literally effort based, and the more people you speak to, the quicker your business will grow. So it's incredible life-changing earning potential. So I'm sure when this business was presented to you as a person that's just taking a look, see if it's for them or not, you were told about the 4 levels of promotion. So in my past job, where I was working in conveyancing in the legal field, I was at the top of my band. So my pay bracket was capped. It didn't matter how early I went into work or how much work I did or how many cases I got through, I got paid a salary. That was that. In Arbonne, I actually get paid more now working part-time hours than when I did when I worked full-time And actually, I work more than full time because I did more than my hours. So it's absolutely life-changing. And I haven't even got started yet. So just imagine what you can create with your business. Okay, so the roadmap to success. So you are your own boss and you decide. And when you are coming from, maybe you're in employed work or you've been in employed work, this is something to get your head around. So you are your own boss, which is the best thing in the world and also sometimes the worst thing in the world, because you have to be disciplined with yourself. So yes, you can speak to your boss and get the day off, but also you have to be strict with yourself and have that consistency as well. So we have a proven system for success, which is in the Do More page. So it's the Do More, Be More, Have More Facebook group. If you're not in that group already, just double check your notifications just to make sure that your sponsor has added you into that or invited you to that page. If not, send them a little message and say, oh, I don't know what's happened, but I'm not in the Do More page. On that page, we have got an incredible getting started video, and then we've got units. So that group is actually called a social learning group. So at the top of the page, we've got a video, and it's got Danny and Fiona on. And so watch that first, and then start making your way through the units. And it's literally just holding your hand, a step-by-step process of how to run an Arbonne business. So have a little think as well about what sort of earnings do you want from your Arbonne business. You know, again, this goes back to your why. If it's a case of retiring your husband, how much a month do you need to make in order to make that a reality? Or if it's staying at home with your children, like how much a month do you need to make that a reality? And how quickly do you want to be earning that? So for example, say you wanted to earn £500 a month. How quickly do you want to be earning £500 a month? And how much time are you willing to commit to get there? So have a little think about all those questions. To be successful in Arbonne and in any business really, you need to be 100% coachable. Remember, this is an online franchise. So I always imagine it like McDonald's. McDonald's has McDonald's University, where you go and learn how to flip a McDonald's burger and how to make a McDonald's burger. You could go to McDonald's in a place where I live, called Bourne. You could go to a different McDonald's in Melton Mowbray, a different McDonald's in London, and you would order a Big Mac and you would get the same, more or less the same product, wouldn't you? Because they've all gone and they've learnt through their franchise university, their McDonald's University, how to flip a burger. Again, we have this system for success. It's kind of like the Arbonne burger, which is a bit of a weird thing to say considering we're a vegan certified company. And a vegan Arbonne burger, we teach you how to flip that vegan Arbonne burger. So be 100% coachable. Don't worry about the how. Your sponsor's there to hold your hands, knock arms with you, and match your effort. So you will never have your Arbonne sponsor, sorry if you heard that ding dong, you'll never have your Arbonne sponsor bringing you up saying, what have you done this week? You'll never have Arbonne bringing you up going, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. You're your own boss, which is great freedom. But like I say, you know, we'll match your effort. So if you are, you know, getting in front of people, you bring your sponsor, then your sponsor's going to be there, but you're never going to be pressurized or hassled by your sponsor. And again, your sponsor can't do it for you. So you need to work on you. And that's something that, I love about Arbonne. We all start from scratch. We all come into Arbonne at different places. And the personal development journey is just incredible, absolutely incredible. And it starts with things like this, getting onto the Zoom calls. It starts by just thinking, do you know what, I'm just going to fail forward. I'm not going to be perfect. I've never done this before, but if I don't try, I'll never know. So I'm just going to embrace all the mistakes and I'm going to learn from them. Reading the books, going to the conferences, going to the training days, all the things that you can, I say, plug into, you will learn so much and you'll grow as a person. For me, Arbonne has given me something for me, but it's also given me my confidence. And I'd say confidence back, but actually I feel now I've got more confidence than I've ever had before. And it's all because of Arbonne. So yeah, keep it simple. Simply, we stop, start and share. So use the products, share them, and with everybody you know, how to have a safer, healthier product, but also business as well. And duplicate that down into your team. So I always say to people, share the products and share the business. It's that simple. Okay. You run a shop or a service provider. So like all of these on the screen right now, you've got TK Maxx, Debenhams, Boots, Tesco, Amazon, many others are available. So you're only earning money through Arbonne when your clients are buying products or your service, right? Like all of these other companies. So we've got products, which is obviously everything in our catalogue, and I'm looking for a catalogue, it was here a minute ago. Anything that's in your catalogue, you're earning commission on. And then when you're helping people in your team earn money as well, you're going to earn an override. So that's the service that you're providing. You're going to teach and train them how to be successful. So think about your target market. Think about the person that you would like to work with. What characteristics do they have? What characteristics? That doesn't seem like a right word. I'm sure it'll come to me soon. And think about the person as well that might like to buy your products as well. Who might want or need what you offer? And write that all down. Once you become crystal clear on what you're looking for, the people appear. It's like a missile in your brain. It's a RAC, they call it, don't they? A reticular activating system, RAS. Anyway, I digress. So what does running an Arbonne business involve? What happens? Okay, so you open your shop. It's very, very exciting. And now you need to tell as many people as possible. And I always like to think of this as if you're opening a coffee shop or a dog grooming parlour in the centre of your local town. If you were to open a dog grooming parlour, you'd have all of your shop ready and you'd invite every single person that you knew, wouldn't you? You'd just say, come along, you'd be out in the street handing out leaflets, I'm opening my dog grooming parlour. You'd invite your grandma, you'd invite your next door neighbour, you'd invite Betty from Bingo, you'd invite everybody, wouldn't you, whether they had a dog or not, because you'd want them to come down and see what you could offer. Because you would know that, yes, Betty from Bingo might not have a dog, but actually both her next door neighbours do. And her daughter-in-law does, and all these people that she can connect you with. So a great product, but no customers, is no business and no income, and then the shop closes down. So if you open a dog grooming parlour, didn't have a launch, and no one came, just sat there, then you wouldn't earn any money, it would cost you money, right? But if you invited everybody, you launched, you advertised it and promoted what you had to offer, then your shop will flourish. And that's the word of the year for Arbonne. We want you to flourish. So open your shop for enough hours each week, have consistent hours, however many you can fit around your busy schedule. Put a big green pen in your diary, Arbonne time, and then go to work to fill it. Okay, so there are two parts to your business. The first part is where you have the customer base. So, and the second part is where you have a team. And I would say to people, start building both straight away. You don't have to just start off with having a reordering customer base. You don't just have to start off with a team. We are consultants. So we're going to speak to people and consult them. We're going to ask them questions and we're going to find the right fit for them. That might be as a client or a preferred client, or it might be as a consultant, turning what is now an expense for them into that income. So the first part, for the purpose of this exercise, we're going to talk about the customer base. So you're going to try and build a reordering customer base. Not try, you are. So through opening your shop and learning about the products by using them yourself, don't worry, you don't need to know every last ingredient in the calm cleanser or the RE9. I still don't know every last ingredient of all of the products, and that's fine because that's what the source is for, and the meet the product sheets on the website. But I use the products, all the products in my house that Arbonne make, I buy and I use. And that's how I learn about them, and that's how I can authentically say to people, well, I use this and this is what it's done, it's incredible, give it a try. Okay, so through opening your shop and learning about the products and growing your skills, you'll start to have clients buy through your shop. And the magic comes when those clients have such great service from you, have such great products, is they start telling their friends and family, and they start referring people to you. So you earn from clients 35% or 15%, depending on how they buy. A client that's just going to do it for free, they pay standard retail price, so you earn 35%. A preferred client, they spend, at the moment it's £10, usually it's £25 for the year, and you earn 15% commission on anything that they buy, every single time they buy. So some people are going to come and have a look in your shop, and actually right now, they don't want anything, and that's absolutely fine. Keep in touch with those people. They might come back at a later date to buy something. You might pop into their head, especially if you're keeping in contact with them and building that relationship, or they might refer people to you as well. So some you know already, and some you probably don't. So a lot of my clients I've met since starting my Arbonne business. And then look after those clients, really love on those clients. Think about the places that you've been where you've had amazing customer service. Think about companies like Jo Malone that will send you a card after you've bought their perfume. So with my client base, I will send them birthday cards, I send them thank you cards after they've bought a product. I let them know straight away as soon as new products are released. I've even started doing a newsletter as well. I've got my own client group. And don't think, oh my goodness, I've got to do all of this, because you absolutely don't. But start with one thing. When someone buys something, send them a thank you card. Start off slowly and you'll soon be sort of in your stride of how it all works and what you want to do with your client base as well. Okay, and then the second part of the business is where you help teach and train other people how to make money through this business. So switching where they're buying their current products from to Arbonne, they're getting a massive discount, they get 35% discount, and then they can switch that into an income. So at level 1, district manager, you earn 8% override on your own purchases. So you get paid to shower, which is amazing. So find more people like you, speak to people and really listen, really learn how to listen to what they're saying to you. You know, some people might be saying, oh, you know, my husband's having to do overtime again this weekend, I've got kids again, it's the summer holidays thing. Well, actually, have you ever looked at Arbonne? Have you ever thought about doing Arbonne? Because if you earn that extra, you won't have to go and do the overtime. So always listen to what people are saying and see if we have something to offer them. So as a consultant, we earn between 6 and 8% override as a thank you check for helping someone earn money, have a successful business by earning an income as well. So, like I say, you'll have lots and lots of happy customers because you're offering amazing customer service. They're getting the best products out there. They're getting a discount. So then they're going to refer people to you, which is incredible. So they might refer, say, 5 people to you or 6 people that all become your clients. So don't think, oh, it's only who I know now. I don't know many people. Most of my friends want to shop at Superdrug, like that was me. But if you continue to go on, you will find the people, and it's amazing, absolutely amazing, the people that are using a premium brand already that you might not have already thought about. So just keep going and keep talking about Arbonne. Okay, so the idea is it's the ripple effect. You tell one person, like Susan McCann told one person, and it's grown into 2 nations already in the UK with many more to come. Starting off with just one person with a little bit of a dream and just willing to work every day on that dream and think, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I just trust it's going to be. So we're going to grow an enormous network and help thousands and thousands of people change not only their lives, but the lives of thousands and thousands of other people. So what we do is we teach people to run their shop and find others to run their own shop as well, like a franchise, and teach them what they know. So this can be in any of the markets, so any of the 6 markets that Arbonne is in currently. And if you're brand new today, don't think, oh my goodness, this feels so overwhelming. Your sponsor will help you. So if you know sort of 3 or 4 people right now that probably need Arbonne, your sponsor will go with you to help you talk about Arbonne, get everything right, like all the facts and figures, and help you to teach and train them as well, because they're teaching and training you. So why not do it all together? It's a lot of fun, and you all learn together. So what we want to do is we want to duplicate down to get that time leverage. So if you, for example, said, right, I'm going to dedicate 10 hours a week to my Arbonne business, and you found 10 other people that also could dedicate 10 hours a week towards their Arbonne business, you'd only be working the 10 hours, but actually you'd be getting paid on 110 hours, which is where the power of the residual income comes from and the time freedom. So this residual income that I talk about, if you're not sure what it is, like go and Google it, go and do loads of research about residual income. But the way I describe it is it's like a royalty. So if you ever wrote a book, you'd write the book once, and every single time that book is bought, you would get paid a royalty. Mariah Carey, I think she gets paid $65,000, is that right? A year before singing All I Want for Christmas. That was years and years and years ago. She still gets paid every single year enough to live on just by singing one song. So we support, as consultants, we support and nurture these new business partners and help them to flourish as well. So how do we actually get started? What is our system for success? So I mentioned it before, we stop using our old skincare products from the retail stores, from the high street. We are paying their overheads. We start using the incredible Arbonne products or online from our own shop at discount, and then we share with others how they can do the same. Whether they just want the information to get a discount, but delivered straight to their door, or how they can switch a current expense into an income. So we show other people how they can do the same, run their Arbonne business. So how many hours a week or month do you, you do this for? Okay, so how many hours a week or month you do this for, and how much you develop your skill determines your success or the speed you want to go. So a walker, what we call a walker in this business, probably 5 hours a week. A jogger, closer to 10. A runner would be 10 plus hours a week, and that's consistent activity. That isn't things like getting on the Zoom, things like that. That's talking to people and sharing the business and sharing the products. Just keep it simple. Okay, so it's really, really important in our franchise that we are a product of the product. So we know what we are talking about, that we know what we're going to recommend. With Arbonne, we are consultants. We're not just here to get a quick sale. We want to have an authentic recommendation, and we can do that by using the products. To have the products at home. Don't let anybody come around to your house, use your downstairs toilet, and be washing their hands with Carex. Have the Arbonne hand wash and hand lotion there. For me, that is a really great way to start a conversation about Arbonne. Someone will come round, they knit a loo, they'll use the hand wash and the hand lotion, they can start smelling their hands, like, oh my goodness, it smells amazing. Boom, straight into a conversation about Arbonne. So have your own testimonials. 30 Days to Healthy Living is an incredible thing to do to start off your business, because not only are you going to look amazing, you're going to feel amazing, people are going to notice a difference. They're going to ask what you're doing. Also, that's a great one to document on social media as well. And have products there to show people, to let them see and try them as well. Right now, Arbonne is the best kept secret. I really believe that. In the next 5 years, it's going to be a household name. But right now, people may have never heard about Arbonne. So have something there that you can show them and that you can talk about. So have some products in your start order. So have some products that you're going to use, but also have some products as well that you can lend out to people and showcase as well. So remember, this is a business and this is an investment. It could potentially be a multi-million-pound business in the future. So act as if it is already. And I always remember Debbie Neal doing training on this, and she laughs now at how cheap it is to join Arbonne with how much she's getting paid. To set your sights on, the top level of promotion, set your sights on achieving your why, and invest in your business as if that was happening already. So the skincare and nutrition ASVPs, the Arbonne special value packs. Again, there are a lot of acronyms within Arbonne, like NVP, which stands for National Vice President, ASVPs. So if you're ever not sure, we have got a consultant-only group called the Do More, Be More, Have More page. If you're ever not sure, just type in there. That's like our team staff group, and there'll be someone that comes along and they'll be able to answer your question. Okay, so yeah, again, do the 30 Days to Healthy Living. It is incredible. I can't recommend it enough. Okay, so we have an incredible document called 40 Bases. Just going to get a plain one for you to see. Although I don't know why I'm doing that because it's on the screen, but here is the 40 Bases document. It's on the Google Drive, the McWells. So no one is called McWells. I was asked this the other day. It's a combination of McCarthy, so Fiona McCarthy, and Wells, Daniela Wells, is named pushed together because we're two nations and we work together. We're never separated. So this is in the McWells Google Drive, and you can print these off. And what you do is when you speak to Arbonne, speak to somebody about Arbonne, whether it's the product or the business, you just put their name there. And this is a great document to have so that you know who to follow up with at the end of the month or the next week. So you've got it all here, who you've spoken to. Incredible documents. I think Ali Hutchinson made that actually, so thanks Ali. So ways to engage with potential clients and new consultants. It can be face-to-face or online, and you'll start to get a feel. Do all of it to start off with. That's my biggest tip. Do parties, do launches, do happy healthy hours, go to one-to-ones in person, do online presentations like this, because you'll start to get a feel of what your strength is. And then just do more of that, what you enjoy doing, whatever it might be. So we've got business presentations, so we call them launches or happy healthy hours. We always talk about the business and the products at any event. Business one-to-one, so you can go for a coffee date with someone, or in the evening you could take them out for a cheeky glass of wine. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter if you're sharing about the business or the products. The group presentations, we can do parties, events, workshops. So workshops could be teaching someone how to do a full face of makeup. We could do pamper and prosecco parties. We could do, I don't know, spa evenings, happy healthy hours. And these tend to be more product focused, but again, you're going to drip in the business all the way along, because you just don't know when you're going to meet your next national vice president. That is super exciting. So again, we do product focused one-to-ones as well with the business. So if we're going to drop off a gold bag, when I say a gold bag, they used to be gold. They're little tote bags now. They're on the website. I should have brought one down, but they're about this big, and you put full-size products in for somebody, and you lend it to them for say 3 days, and then you go and pick it up. But when you drop it off, then have that conversation with them and tell them a little bit more about Arbonne, why they need to be using Arbonne, and about business potential as well. It's a very lucrative business opportunity. And if they then choose to say, oh, I don't think the business is for me, then that's absolutely fine. But you know that you've done your job by sharing that information. And obviously, we all work on ratios, whether you've been in Arbonne for 1 day or 10 years. So we've all got ratios, and your ratio might be for every 10 people you speak to, 1 becomes a consultant. It might be smaller than that. It might be for every 5 people you speak to, 1 becomes a consultant. So actually, don't get caught up on the people that say yes or no. Just know, you just need to speak to 5, and 1 will become a consultant. I don't care if you're going to do it or not. And a great person to listen to is Jim Rohn, and he talks about this and how to talk to people. So if you go onto YouTube, Jim Rohn, and it's R-O-H-N. Okay, and we also, of course, do Discover Arbonne presentations. So if you have been to a Discover Arbonne presentation before, type it in the chat and let us know which presentation you went to and who were the presenters. It'd also be really interesting if you can remember what point in the presentation you thought, oh my gosh, I have to do this. This is for me. Okay, so always try to tell the whole Arbonne story. If you're at a point, say you're at a party and someone comes up to you and says, oh my gosh, I've seen that you've got this new business, tell me all about it. Don't feel like you have to squeeze it in 5 minutes, say, do you know what, I would absolutely love to share some more about it with you. But right now we're at a party, why don't we go for a coffee another time? And then you kind of got out of having to rush through it. And also you then just put yourself in a one-to-one to tell the whole story. Okay, so there's income producing activity, IPA, versus non-income producing activity. And I think it's really good to go through the two. So at times we can all be very, very busy thinking that we're doing Arbonne. And Stuart Arfield and Frances Hagen always say, they call it going to Ryman's. You know, the stationers, Ryman's, so they can spend a lot of time getting all the folders and put all the paperwork in, but actually at the end of the day, they've not actually done anything to bring in any income. So income producing activity looks like asking people to take a look at the business, asking people to try the products, handing out the samples or the gold bag trials, going to a workshop and presenting at the workshop and taking a guest, or product event, having someone host at their home, business presentation, so you can go for coffee with somebody or take them to a Discover Arbonne presentation, making new friends, which is another great thing about Arbonne, you get to make lots of new friends, or asking people for a referral, like, I know you said that Arbonne wasn't for you, but who do you know that suffers with acne, or who do you know that has very sensitive skin that you can connect with, versus the non-income producing activity. And it's so easy to think that you're working on your business and doing some of these things, but actually they're all very, very important. But when people are up and about and you're able to speak to them, these are probably not the best activities to do at that time. So things like reading, learning about the products, organising your diary, listening to audio. So I do listen to audios in that time, but it will be in the car on Bluetooth when I'm on the way to a one-to-one. So I've always got an audio on in the car. Again, I'll be driving anyway, so just put on an audio. It's just making little tweaks to your day. Learning new skills. You will learn the skills by doing the income producing activity. And don't be frightened to fail. Don't be frightened to think, oh my gosh, you know, I've said the wrong thing there. You've got to be really bad to be good, and good to be great, and great to be excellent. So we all start off really, really bad. I know that I did, but you kind of have to just learn from mistakes. And it's like riding a bike, isn't it? You could listen to me talk to you about how to ride a bike for the next hour and a half. I'm not within another hour and a half, but you could listen to me talk about how to ride a bike, and I could send you all outside, and actually you wouldn't know how to ride the bike. You'd know the practical, but actually the only way to learn how to ride a bike is to get on the bike and fall off, isn't it? And then you learn your balance. Okay, I digress. Training sessions, making lists of people to talk to. Oh my goodness, don't make a list, just do it. Just talk to people, send messages, ring them up. Writing your why and mastering your 60-second story. All of those things, like I say, are important, but do them when you are not spending your income producing activity. So I, for example, will get up earlier to do my reading and all of my, what I call my miracle morning, which I won't go into right now, but you will learn about the miracle morning, I'm sure. Okay, so Arbon is a generic system, so there's lots of different ways to run your Arbon business. The key is telling enough new people what we do each month. So there's lots of different systems and different teams in Arbon, but actually the thing that they've all got in common is you just talk to people, and you need to talk to people to grow your business, really. So like I say, we all work on a ratio system. So whether that person you're speaking to doesn't do the business, don't get caught up on the outcome, focus on the activity. So this is one of the activity systems. So 2 group presentations a week, 2 one-to-ones, and 2 take-a-looks per week, which is similar to what we did with our tracker system. So here is our tracker system. This is for a jogger. So this is someone that is looking to turn that ID number into an income within the first 6 months of starting their business, I would say. So we're going to add 2 new names to your friend list. We're going to make 2 new friends a day, or remember 2 people that you might have gone to school with and make contact with them. And then 2 new asks a day, whether they want to look at the business or try a product. If you're going to do 2 asks, don't spend every day doing 2 asks about the products, okay? So if you do 2 asks, do 1 business, 1 product. So have that equal, that balance. And then 2 follow-ups a day, literally takes half an hour maximum, not very long at all. So leading to income producing activities, we are looking to do 3 one-to-ones a week. And if you can't do 3 one-to-ones, you're sat there thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do 3. Could you take 3 guests to your local DA each week? You know, that would be 1 evening. So then you're looking at 15 faces at the business every single month. 2 product exposures a week. Again, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I don't know how to fit that in. Literally, you could give someone a telephone call, talk about the products to them, say, I'm going to drop the bag with you tomorrow morning on my way to work. You literally drop it off on your way to work. They've heard all about the Arbon opportunity and about the products, and then pick it up on the way back from work 3 days later. And then 1 group event a week. Group events take maybe 2 hours, so 4 a month, and the income potential from Arbon on the hours that we do is phenomenal. So we're looking to get in front of 30 to 40 new faces a month. And this activity will lead you to people joining the business, so joining your team, and also sales being made through your online shop. So an income. Okay, so I love this analogy of the plane taking off. So we're going to launch your business. And when you think about a plane taking off on the runway, it doesn't just like hootle down the runway and hope to take off at the end, does it? It really, like, it uses the most amount of fuel, the most amount of energy in that takeoff. So it's going to really, really go down the runway, and it's going to have enough momentum then to take off. So getting your business off the ground will take the same sort of effort for the first sort of 3 to 6 months. And it's like looking after a newborn baby. You wouldn't say, oh my gosh, can't be bothered to feed that baby over there again today. I fed it twice yesterday. Like you would absolutely take care of that newborn baby, wouldn't you? Every little noise the baby makes, you're there, you're like, oh, is it all right? Like, keep checking, is it still breathing? It's not too hot, it's not too cold, does it need a nappy changing, is it hungry again? Literally, you are there with this newborn baby. And again, this relates back to your why. Is your why big enough to give your business that newborn baby attention. So it's like taking off in a plane, and it should feel busy and it should feel exciting. It does need a level of focus, but it is a lot of fun. The best times that I've ever had in my business have been the busiest times of my business. So we keep it simple, we follow the system for success, we follow the tracker, we get rid of 30 to 40 races a month, and we do that rinse and repeat. So I do now what I did when I first started my business. Nothing has changed, I just do exactly the same in my business. It's rinse and repeat. But because you've done the work once and that person continues to buy, or you've trained that consultant and they continue to grow their business, your business then grows as well. You're building that network. Okay, so these are some activities that you might like to do. So don't feel like you have to write it all down. You can take a picture. Try to keep smiling. So launch activity number 1 is to understand and build confidence in this industry, because that will filter into how you speak to people about the business, whether it's at your launches or in everyday life. It will absolutely control the words that you use. So a great audio to listen to, it's only about an hour long, is by Derek Harding. It's called Making the Shift. It's available free on YouTube, or if you're not sure where it is, speak to a sponsor. And GoPro by Eric Worre is another great book to read. We recommend at least 10 pages a day, but if you're a reader like me, you'll absolutely eat that book by like 3 days' time. Another great book is called Get Over Your Damn Self, which is kind of like an updated Eric Worre book. So excuse the title, it is an incredible book. And then watch the 15-minute video on YouTube called the 45-second presentation by Don Falia, which is Faila. Okay, launch activity number 2. Again, take a photo, don't write this down. Get to know and be confident in Arbonne, in our actual company, sorry. We have got some short videos of our gorgeous, absolutely incredible founder, Petter Moore, again on the Do More page at the top, just underneath the Getting Started video. And then aim to watch at least 2 Discover Arbonne presentations. I can guarantee to you, the quicker you learn that Discover Arbonne presentation, and you're going to learn it by watching it. There's loads available on YouTube. A lot of the VPs, the vice presidents, sorry, I'm starting now. A lot of the vice presidents have got them available on YouTube. You literally click on them. The quicker you learn that presentation, the better it will be for your business, and the quicker you'll be earning money. So at least 2 Discover Arbonnes, I'd actually say, watch 1 a day. That's what I did when I first started. That's how I learned the presentation. It's like listening to your favourite song over and over and over. And I still listen to them today because we've never arrived, right? And there's always space to grow and learn. So absolutely make that a priority. Okay, so on the website, on your own Arbonne website, there is a section called About Arbonne. Check that out, it's incredible. And then attend and watch training every single Monday night. I know obviously this is a bank holiday, so it won't happen tonight, but every single Monday night, it's on tomorrow, sorry, at 9 o'clock, we have a nation training. That is an absolute must. Treat that like a meeting in a paid employed job, like your Monday morning meeting. Like you couldn't just say to your boss, oh, sorry, I couldn't come to the Monday morning meeting because, I don't know. But you'd have to be there, right? So absolutely make that a priority. We have our regional training once a month as well. And there's training days as well that your sponsor will let you know about. Make them a priority. Not everybody that goes to these trainings and gets on a Zoom call is a national vice president. But you can bet your bottom dollar that every single national vice president has been to every training and has been on every single Zoom call. So invest in yourself. That's my biggest tip. And then read Eye on Arbonne's. So when you get to vice president level, Arbonne asks you to write your story. And it's called an Eye on Arbonne. And these are available on the source, or you can type in success stories, Arbonne, into Google, and they will come up as well. So also, now at the beginning of the Arbonne system, we have some getting started documents on the source. So if you go to your website, you log in, and it will come up with like an options page. And so you've got your dashboard, share Arbonne, but also you've got the source. Click on that, and then type into the search box 90 days. And up will come a 90-page PDF. You don't have to print it off if you don't want to. If you want to save paper, you can save it onto your computer. And it's just a getting started guide, which basically falls in line with all of the units on a Do More page and this. So repetition is the king of learning, right? So you'll hear the same thing over and over in your first couple of months of Arbonne. That's a great getting started guide. And if you are a square personality, if you don't know what that means, listen to Danny's training from last week. It's got little tick boxes. So squares love a tick box. So have a look at that. And then there is a great book called Own Your Life as well. So have a read of that. And then we've got Consultant Resource Guide, again, on the source as well. Sorry, my computer's a bit slow. So okay, so launch activity number 3. We want you to write your why. So write down why you're doing Arbonne and your goals. Like how quickly do you want to be earning 500, 1,000, 2,000 pounds a month? And then speak to a sponsor. Go through it all with your sponsor, and then get your diary organised. Get your diary open. Get a green pen and circle out the time that you can do Arbonne. You're going to dedicate to Arbonne and you're going to fill it. So complete the why section. So there is this why section on the 90 Day Getting Started book if you wanted to do that. And then again, mark it out in your diary for the next 2 months to fill with Arbonne activity. Okay, so launch activity number 4 is know the products and stock your shop. So have some products for yourself to use, and that is incredible, and be using them and falling in love with them, but also have some products there to showcase. So order the right products you need to use, which your sponsor can talk you through. And if your sponsor's very new as well, then their sponsor will be able to help, or their area manager will be able to help. There's always someone there to help in Arbonne, so never panic. And then have some products as well to show to other people. Ideally, skincare and nutrition. We are the #1 company for health from the inside out. And those are our 2 core ranges, the skincare and nutrition. So those are incredible to have out and showcase. And the catalogue is great to have a flick through and have a look at all the different products that we offer as well. Okay, and then also there are 30 Days to Healthy Living guides and a 30 Days to Healthy Living skin guide, again, available on the source. Sorry, I've got a little fly that keeps coming in. Okay. So create your 100 person list. This is in unit number 1, and I actually did unit number 1. A great document available again on the source, not on the source, sorry, online, is by Eric Worre, and it is called the Ultimate Memory Jogger. It's a free PDF. So if you go to Google and type in Ultimate Memory Jogger by Eric Worre, that will come up. Again, you can print it off, or you can just download the document and just follow it, and it is literally just a memory jogger. So it'll say, who do you know that lives next door? Who's your dentist? Who's your doctor? Who's the girl that lives next door but 3? Like literally, it thinks about everything. Like, who do you know that lives in Japan? Crazy things like that. But literally, this is how you write your 100 person list. I truly believed I didn't know 100 people, 100 persons, 100 people when I started my business. I followed the Ultimate Memory Jogger and I wrote down 800 names. 800! Oh my gosh! I can't believe I know 800 people. Again, if you're struggling with this, the incredible Regional Vice President Caroline Stalker has done a training on creating your list as well. So if you wanted more detail about that, then of course we've got a training on it. We've got a training on most things in Arbonne. So okay, so launch activity number 6, income producing activity. Yay! We want to help you earn some money. We want to create momentum and excitement in and around your business. If your business has got a buzz about it, if people can see that you're excited, they are attracted to it. Like that fly to my head at the minute. I think it's a lie. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we want to book around 4 face-to-face launches with your sponsor. And 2 ideally in the first 7 days. And you're going to be the host. So you're going to have 2 dates that you are going to invite people to. And your sponsor's going to come along and help you. And you say to people, I'm having a launch on this date or this date. Which one is best for you? Ask your sponsor for some verbiage. We've got invitations that you can use. If you offer people the 2 dates, which one is best for you? They don't think, can I come or not? They're thinking, which one's best for me? And then they come along in here. And then again, at that launch, we're going to find people that are going to host for you. So we're going to ask people to host, whether it's a pamper event or another launch. I'm going to say, can you invite people that I don't know? Just so, I'm expanding my network. And that's how we're going to get started. So we're also going to do some product drop-offs as well. So whether it's samples or gold bags, and that's going to be in the first 1 to 2 weeks. And we're also going to hold an online dream team call or a business launch as well. So the people that you would love to work with, that you think, oh my gosh, this person would be incredible about Arbonne, get them in front of your sponsor as quickly as possible so they can hear the whole Arbonne story, so they don't put 2 and 2 together and get 26, so that they can hear it straight from the horse's mouth. I'm sure that's not a very nice thing to say, but you know what I mean. They can hear the whole story straight away, and then they can just decide whether it's for them or not. We can answer all of their questions. And then if you do 3 one-to-one business presentations with your sponsor, and also use a 3-way chat approach. So by this, it means we want to help you to learn the Arbonne presentation, help you to do a business one-to-one. So you're going to have us at least for 3, so get us in front of 3 people on separate occasions. And in the first instance, your sponsor may present for you. On the second instance, you might take it sort of a slide each, and on the third one, you might feel equipped already, but you know enough to present it yourself, and then your sponsor can give you helpful tips and advice on how to make it a more productive, or with you know, all these little hints and tips to help you along the way. And also the 3-way chat approach is messenger chat or telephone call, Zoom call like this, again, so that your sponsor can give you that third-party validation. Did that a bit quick. Okay, so useful information, apps and websites. So of course we've got the incredible source. We do have a WhatsApp group as well, your area. We've got Facebook, so we've got the Hello Future friends and family group. So that is like a little group for friends, family, people you speak to about Arbonne, and you can add them into that Facebook group so you can get more information about what Arbonne is. And then we have got the Do More, Be More, Have More page as well, and that's for consultants only. And you might also have a Facebook group just for your smaller team. So Carol Sutton-Houghton, our incredible Executive Regional Vice President, Carol Sutton-Houghton, and Caroline have a Facebook group just for their team. I've got one just for my team. I know Danny Wells has got one just for her area. So we've all got different groups off of that as well. There is also a Facebook group called UK Opportunity Meetings. In this group, all of the Arbonne consultants across the country are in there, and they will tell you about the up-and-coming Discover Arbonne presentations that are happening. So if you know somebody, say, Norfolk, you can search in the top bar, Norfolk Discover Arbonne, and they will come up, and then you can send your guests along to those as well. So on social media, I suggest that you follow Arbonne UK and Arbonne ICC. Arbonne ICC is for consultants only, so generally don't share stuff off of that page onto a public profile. You can share it to consultant only groups, but the rest can be shared. And then BEST stands for Business Ethics Standards Team. They're like our legal department, so they're always watching. They've got eyes everywhere, and they're just there to help us to become more, what I call compliant. So they'll just look at our post, and if they're not happy with something, they'll just send you a little message and say, oh, read this post, you said, oh, it's a free white Mercedes, could you just change that to say the Mercedes-Benz Cash Bonus Programme, because obviously it's not a free white Mercedes. So they just do tweaks like that. The BEST team are literally the best team. They are there to look after us, to help us to become the most professional, incredible company out there. So don't be frightened of the BEST team at all. Danny Wells always makes a joke on if the BEST team haven't contacted her, she needs to be doing more in her business. So that's the way she measures that. So BEST team are lovely, and there are all the events. So if you come to AAC in a week and a half, BEST will be there. So make sure you go and say hello. And then we have an app called SoundCloud, and it's a free app. And it looks, I'm not sure if you can see, because I'm sharing my screen, but it's like literally an orange box with a white cloud in the middle. That is a free app, and you can follow people like Donna Johnson, who was the first person to become a National Vice President, Debbie Neal, United Nations group, Better Together, Andrew and Tamlin Samuel, Ashwell Sponsor, who's best to follow. There's so many to follow, and you just get free training. So you literally just click on the app, press play, and all of this incredible training is at your fingertips. You can literally listen to it all day, every day. But then obviously you'll be doing your income producing activity, so we don't want that. So Instagram, Arbonne's on Instagram, Arbonne's on Pinterest, it's on YouTube, Arbonne's everywhere. And then on Facebook is a guy called Fraser Brooks. He is a generic Facebook network marketing trainer, as is Eric Worry. They've both got their own pages, so follow them as well. And then some apps that would be possibly helpful to you is the Shop Arbon app and the Arbon Office app as well, and Photify as well. I don't actually use Photify, so I can't really talk too much about that, but Shop Arbon and Arbon Office I use every single day. Okay, so let's get ready for some social media activity. So again, in the first instance, I'd suggest to do income producing activities, so get your businesses launched. However, some things that might help you are setting up a client group to look after your clients and possibly setting up a business page as well. Obviously, if you're limited on time, then actually speaking to people in the first instance would be better, but these all help as well. And then your initial personal profile page as well, like give that a check over. Make sure that your profile picture is of you and not of your dog, and your name is actually your name and not, I don't know, Jaden's mummy. Not that I've seen anybody on this call has that name as Jaden's mummy, but just check that over. Just make sure that when you connect with people, they can find you and they know that it's you. And then make sure that all of the posts that are on your profile are reasonably professional. So just have a little look through and just make sure that if you were a consumer going to somebody for a service or product, that you would think, oh yeah, I'd quite like to work with this person. And then take advice from your sponsor on when and how to start posting, what to start posting, whether you should be posting already. Just follow your sponsor and just share your excitement. I know when I first started, I didn't ever speak about Arbon on my social media. I spoke about all the fun I was having. So the launch parties and the regional training and the events and leadership academies and all the white Mercedes, and people are, oh my goodness, and sending me messages because they're like, what is it that she's doing? Okay. So prioritise and allocate your time effectively. Kind of covered that in the last slide. If you've only got a certain amount of time, don't spend it on all of the non-income producing activity. Like, think about how to do the income producing activities. Everybody has 168 hours in the week, even Beyonce, which is 1,440 minutes in a day apparently. So it's just prioritising that time and maybe changing a few things. I know when I first started Arbon, I used to watch Emmerdale Farm, although it wasn't Emmerdale Farm, it was Emmerdale, Coronation Street and EastEnders. So I just stopped watching those and just spent the time on my Arbon business, and I got to area manager in 6 months. And that isn't really particularly quick either. So just think about some things that you might want to switch up for the bigger picture. Okay, so what is QV? QV stands for qualifying volume, and PQV stands for personal qualifying volume, and it can be found on your dashboard. This is what your dashboard looks like. And to get paid each month, this will be green, and I'll say 150 PQV, personal qualifying volume. And that can be your own purchases, which no doubt will be if you're a product of the product. I know that mine is easily 150 each month because of the incredible Arbon nutrition that I absolutely love, and so does my husband, and so do my children. So it can be you and your clients and preferred clients as well. And while you're building that client base, before you know it, it's going to be like 2,500. Like before you even know that you've spoken to many people, like the first couple of days in Arbon, of the month, sorry, that will be already hit. Okay, so it will show you your personal qualifying volume, new personally sponsored consultants and preferred clients, and those that have done the 150 QV to get their new free gift as well, which obviously we want everyone to get a free gift. Okay, so first step, district manager. This is level 1 of the 4 levels of promotion within Arbon. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this very well, a little bit light actually. It wasn't, I think that might be my laptop. But you can promote district manager on your own as a team of 1, or you can do it with a small team. It's completely done on QV, which stands for qualifying volume. And the reason we use qualifying volume is because we're in the 6 different countries. So we don't have to translate Canadian dollars to Australian dollars to New Zealand dollars to UK sterling to Polish zlotys. We all just work on the same system. Okay, so you can do it on your own, or you can do it with a team. It's completely up to you. Okay, this is the first important step to learning how to do the business, and then you can show others Peter Moore, his favourite level of promotion was district managers. And I always say that if you get district manager, you get to the top of the company because you learn so many skills in becoming a district manager. So to become a district manager, it's 6,000 QBs over 1 or 2 months, or 7,500 over 3. So I would say to everybody in my team, like, don't go for 3 months. Don't go for the 3rd month because you'll be exhausted. Do it over 2. And obviously, we love upon our district managers, and district manager is a great place to be. You get an amazing paycheck. You get the potential to earn a cash bonus as well, depending on which market you're in. Depends how much that cash bonus is. It's all the same, but obviously that is a monetary value. So I think in America it's $200. In the UK that translates to £125. But also district manager, you know you're on your way to become area manager as well. Okay, so I always see this like a dartboard. So you've got your central district, and your central district is like a dartboard, or even better, the circles. It's like a chocolate fountain. So the chocolate fountain, it comes up the top, doesn't it? And it just spills over into other parts of your business. So at any time in your RVP business, you would always have a central district. Even as a 10-wide executive national vice president, you would always have your central district. And this is what's in your control, and this is where you work, and this filters then out into your central area, your central region, your central nation, your nation of nations. That's how it'll filter out. So in your central district, who is in your central district? Well, number 1, you. The most important person, you, because you are the train driver on this. You've also got your preferred clients. So every single time a preferred client buys from your online shop, you earn 15% commission on their purchases. If someone decides that they only want maybe 1 or 2 products right now, I would suggest they do that as a client, and on client purchases, you earn 35% commission. And then as a district manager, so once you hit level 1, you actually earn an 8% override on your own orders then as well. And then you're helping other people to also become district managers, area managers, regional vice presidents, national vice presidents. And right now, if you're like very, very new, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, that seems very, very far in the future. It did for me when I first started. And now it just seems, because I know what I know, it's so achievable, and it's so achievable for every single one of you as well. Like everybody on this call tonight can be, and there will be people on this call tonight that will be national vice presidents, and they'll do it much quicker than I've done it. Like you will absolutely smash it, and we're cheering you on. Okay, so your central district, you're helping people also become a district manager. And then once somebody that is a consultant right now pops out to become a district manager, they've got their own central district. So although they're still in your team and the QB counts towards your promotion, it doesn't count towards your central district maintenance, which is a swear word, so I'm sorry I said that, or your bonus. So you're always looking to help more people to be earning an income as well. Okay, so the Roger Bannister Award, possibly the most exciting award in the whole of RVP. So the Roger Bannister Award is basically, it's named after Roger Bannister, who was the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes. And if you don't know his story, go on YouTube, because I realised that I've gone over my hour time, so I've got a couple more slides. But he was incredible. He was basically told, don't even try because you're going to die. And he was like, I'm not going to die, I'm going to do it. And he did it. And he was the first person ever to do this mile in under 4 minutes. And then next year, 40 more people did it because he did it first. So the Roger Bannister Award basically means hitting the title maintenance by halfway through the month. I'm sorry to swear again. So if you hit it by the 16th of the month, so if you're a district manager, you've done your 2,500 by the 16th of the month, you know, you're absolutely going to bonus your central district, which is an extra £125 if you're in the UK. Absolutely, you've got every possibility of becoming an area manager with qualification as well. If you do that for 2 months in a row, you get a meal paid by your vice president at the William Cecil. Every quarter we do it. The next one is on the 4th of November. So achieve it 2 out of the 3 months, and you'll get to come and have dinner before our nation training with all of the movers and shakers in RVP that also achieve their Roger Bannister, or they're promoted, or they get their district manager bonus 2 months out of the 3. So this, very quickly, this is our all-team staff group. So if you're asking someone to take a look at the business, don't add them to this group, add them to the Hello Future group. If you're a new consultant or you sponsor a new consultant, add them into this group and tag them into the Getting Started video. And this is our daily activities tracker. Again, this can be found in the McWell's Google Drive. Pretty simple here. Go through your sponsor on how to do all of these things. And then this is our team calendar as well. So we've got the team calendar. We come up with that every year. So at the beginning of the year, what will happen is you'll get a brand new diary or a planner. Get the team calendar in front of you and write in all of the dates, and then have a look and see which ones you're going to need childcare for and arrange it at the beginning of the year. It's so sad when people have to say, oh, actually, I can't come to that because I don't have childcare. And they've been looking forward to it all year, but they just need to get a bit more organised. I say people, that was me. That was me at one point in my business. I was like, oh my gosh, I had no childcare. I just needed to get more organised. Luckily, I am more organised now. I don't get to miss out on things. Okay, so what's happening online? Every night of the week, there is something going on that you can add a potential consultant or client to. So on a Monday night, you have got all team training on Zoom, 8:15, 8:15, and at 9 o'clock. Again, the all team training is being moved to tomorrow because it's bank holiday. Tuesday night, you've got me again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So in the Hello Future Friends and Family group, we do a success story. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be interviewing the incredible Regional Vice President, Susie Burnham. So I can't wait to share her story with you. Wednesday night, we've got a live Discover Arbonne in the Hello Future page. So if on Wednesday night you are unable to get out of the house, you can still plug into a Discover Arbonne and listen to that. Thursday evening at 8 o'clock, we've got 30 Days to Healthy Living Overview 30 Days Information Group. Again, if you are, for whatever reason, I don't know what the word, but confined in the evening to home, then this is a great way to still network with people from your phone. Literally, you've got your phone, you can add people into that group and tag them into the live. And then on Friday, we do our Friday favourites in the Hello Future page as well. So again, there's something every single night for you to plug into. Okay, and these are some of the Facebook pages. So you might have seen this already, Hello Future, and then this is the 30 days information for you need to know group. Okay, so emotion. Emotion is literally just energy and motion put together. So just get into motion, treat it like a business and keep it professional. Again, I'm going to go back to that famous franchise, McDonald's. The McDonald's drive-through guy, doesn't say, you know, after he says, do you want to supersize that? And you say, no. He doesn't say, oh my gosh, you know, she said, no, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to have to go home. He doesn't go home and cry, does he? It's just like, okay, next. So keep it professional. There are ups and downs in any business. If you start a business, it's your baby, isn't it? Like, there's going to be ups and downs. But try not to dwell on that too much. You get your nose into a book, like, don't get too emotional about it. So when you feel down, go to your sponsor. We never complain or moan to our sidelines. That is completely unfair because they could be working really, really hard on their personal development, working really hard on their mood, and then they've got someone ringing them and it brings them down. So that's completely not fair. It can ruin not only their business, or if you complain down, it can ruin your own business. So never do that. If you've ever got something that you're not happy about or you feel a bit down, speak to your sponsor. Okay. And no is just a part of the journey to the yes. So if you think about it like your ratios, listen to Jerome, he's so funny. I think he said, like, just come along to the meeting, come along. Like, my ratio is 1 in 10. I don't care if you say no, just come along. What are the 10? Like, I just need to get 10 people there. And that's how he built his business and was very successful. So it just takes some concerted focus, hard work to get your business done effectively. But I can tell you now, it is 100% worth it. So remember, always ask. No question is silly, like ever. No question is silly. You've got a do more page, you've got your sponsor, you've got your area manager, your regional vice president. No question is ever silly. And when you're speaking to someone about Arbonne, or you approach someone about Arbonne, oh look, Jim Rohn's name's there, look. There you go. Always say, like, always ask, have you heard of Arbonne before? Or ask them how they've heard about Arbonne. Find out if you've got a consultant already. That's ultimately what we want to know. The culture at Arbonne is to send people back if that person has been spoken to within the last year of Arbonne and their consultant is following up with them. We're such an ethical company, so that's the right thing to do. However, don't be frightened. I've had people in my team that are frightened, like, oh my gosh, you've heard of Arbonne, I'll go back to that consultant, and that consultant actually isn't running their business anymore. So take time, treat that person like they're your best customer, like they're the queen, and just go above and beyond, like help them reconnect with that consultant, find out if that consultant's still running that business, running their Arbonne business, because if they're not, then obviously you can help that person. And if they are, you would hope that another Arbonne consultant would do that for you. And be the house that stays, like be the one that's going to stay until the end, because you will pick up clients from people that you've looked after, that you've helped for another consultant that consultant may no longer want to run their Arbonne business, and people do come back. So play the long game. Okay. So doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. What you think about, you bring about. So absolutely, again, personal development books. And you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. What that means really is trust in your sponsor, trust that you are no different to all of the other national vice presidents, executive national vice presidents, any other person that's driving that white Mercedes. It was all a choice. Act as if you are that person already, that national vice president, regional vice president. Pretend you're driving your white Mercedes already, because it will come true. Okay, so I'm opening up the floor now for any questions. If you have a question, please unmute. I'm going to stop sharing. There we go. And you're all still there. Thank you. Sorry I took so long. Right. Does anyone have any questions? You're not put on the spot. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to read in the chat to see if anybody has any questions as well. So I'm sorry if you're watching the replay and this is a little bit boring.
Hi, Jen. It's Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. I'm actually in Bournemouth right now listening to you.
Okay.
It was very impromptu. But I wanted to say thank you so much. This has been an absolutely thorough training. There's lots of things that I've learned just listening to it that I feel like I really need to revisit. So thank you so much for taking the time to put this together. This was amazing.
Oh, thank you for your kind words. The incredible regional vice president, soon to be national vice president, Cowee, still put the slideshow together. So I'm literally just reading through it, but it's been a pleasure. So thank you for saying that. I can't see any questions in the chat. So, oh, lovely, look, I can see Kerry's on the call as well. Brilliant. Okay, so I am going to stop the recording now. Thank you to everybody for, yes,